Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a deck review. Today we're going to look at the Frontier deck series from Frontier Cards. This project was a Kickstarter, successfully funded, and it's a deck series of playing cards made by Bicycle that's inspired by all of the wildlife illustrations from the late 19th century. I'm sure you all know that when you think of the American frontier, you kind of envision all the different illustrations that accompanied tales of heroes of the Old West. And just because camera exposures, you've seen pictures of those dusty cowboys at the time, it was still kind of slow and it really wasn't cutting edge yet. And so what you find is hand-drawn illustrations. That was really the only way to capture some of that true vitality of the Old West. This series came in two different versions. There was the American Frontier version and then the Predator edition. And so between the two, blue and red, there's some subtle differences, and we'll look at those through the review. But just for the sake of this first part, we'll be looking at the standard American Frontier edition for our deck review. Before I show you anything, I want to show you this cool box. This is the box that they came in, shipped to my house. And you'll notice that there's a little Ace of Spades seal here and a stamp of a bison. And then on the inside, if you look, there's our two decks we're going to look at. The cardboard there, it's lined with all these cool little paw prints, and so that just makes for a really cool packaging design. And I just want to make sure you saw that before we got into the deck review itself. All right, so the tuck case says Bicycle, and they have an era-appropriate Bicycle logo from 1895, which was the expert back deck. And so Frontier Cards got permission from Bicycle to kind of redo this old vintage style tuck case. It says Bicycle and American Frontier, and then at the bottom, instead of pips, there's these little footprints from different animals. It says Frontier on this side and American on this side. There's some ad copy here at the bottom about the United States Playing Card Company, and then there's your standard United States Playing Card Company seal right there. On the inside tuck flap, there's some more ad copy about Bicycle. And the back design is the back design of the playing cards. And so that's pretty much it for this tuck case. Now let's take a look at these cards. The cards of the American Frontier deck are standard from Bicycle. It is your retail stock. They are done with a modern cut, and they do have air cushion finish. And if you'd like to learn more about stock, cut, or finish, you can click the link below in the description. With the American Frontier deck, the back design is pretty simple, but it maintains some of that really classic 19th century illustration. You got a medium-sized border, and then you have a bison here on the top and bottom, and then it's just surrounded by some cool vine work. Now, the back design of the Predator edition is very similar to the standard edition. It is red, has some of the same vine work around the edges, but it's a little different. And then in replace of the bison there, you have an eagle. Hey, I just wanted to grab the camera real fast and show you the back design of both the red and blue on the Frontiers deck. And here are your two tuck cases. With the American Frontier deck, there's a couple of cards you're going to get. The first of which is you're going to get a skunk joker. You have the black indice joker, and then you have the red indice joker. Your Ace of Spades is a big bison head, which is reminiscent of the bison that's on the back design of the cards. Your pips and indice cards will look standard. Somewhat, the font in the corner is just a little different from your standard, and the pips do have a little bit of a different look to them, but not a different layout. You'll also notice at the back of the cards, it's not white. This is not done on a white cardstock. This feels more like parchment. So it's made to look like an early 19th century deck. Now, the different suits for the American Frontier deck are going to be completely different. For instance, the spades are all animals with hooves. You have deer and elk and moose. Through the diamonds, you're going to have bears. You're going to have a black bear, you're going to have a brown bear, and you're going to have a polar bear. The clubs are all going to be birds. So you're going to have a turkey, and you're going to have a quail, and you're going to have a duck. And then the hearts are all critters. So you have a rabbit and a raccoon and a squirrel. With the deck, you're also going to get two other things. You're going to get your first edition ad card, which comes with a descriptor that tells you what all the different animals are on your courts, and you're going to get your one double backer, which is great for magic tricks. Now, in the Predator edition, your two jokers are going to be Sasquatch. You're going to get your red version and your black version, and your Ace of Spades is going to be the eagle, which is reminiscent of the back design. The spades in the Predator edition are all birds of prey, so you're going to have a falcon and a hawk and an owl. In your diamonds, you're going to have all snakes. So you have a coral snake, you have a water moccasin, and you have a rattlesnake. Your clubs are all going to be dogs. So you have a fox, and you have a coyote, and you have a wolf. And your hearts are all going to be cats. So you have an ocelot, and a bobcat, and a mountain lion. Here are some of your American Frontier court cards. You have the diamonds and the clubs there to look at. And then on top we have the Predator edition with the hearts showing some Predator cats and the spades with some Predator birds. Well, that is it for this deck review. As always, we recommend that you like this video just so other people can find it faster. We also recommend that you subscribe to this channel just to stay up to date on the latest in cards and card magic. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can. I'm at facebook.com/magicorthodoxy and twitter.com/magicorthodoxy. Thanks. Bye.